6 of their last 10 points from that area.
It's working. I mean, as long as the defense gives you space, just let it fly.
Now here's Agumake. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
Here's DeShields. And she makes good on the layup.
If you give DeShields a driving lane, she will take it. That's the assertiveness coaches appreciate.
And here is Diggins-Smith. Ogumake outside. Pass to Magbagor. Here's Whitcomb. Misses the three. The Mystics leading. To the wing on the left. From downtown. Borston with the rebound. Up top, Diggins-Smith. Magbagor. Now here's Agumake. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Breezy. And the...
She still hasn't gotten one, not one, to fall.
Took the opportunity when she saw it.
They've made one bucket after another since getting this game started. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Tim. I wouldn't go that far, but it has been pretty ugly so far. She has been anything but her usual self this quarter. It's been ugly.
Whitcomb with the steal. Over to the wing. Pass to Magbagor. Screen by Magbagor. Diggins-Smith with it. Now Whitcomb. Just 5 on the clock. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. To the wing, right side. Young with it. Whitcomb defending. Fade away. Young's shot is off. And it's the Storm with the ball. 11-point game. And Jackie Young came into this league as a good passer, but she's taken it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, and as her scoring continues to improve, so does her playmaking. That makes her very difficult to defend with the ball in her hands. She's already fulfilled her immense potential. Boy, the complexion of this game would be a whole lot different if she had shot the ball anything like she's capable of.
Great defense, anticipated the play, and got there first.
And coaches love players that are just not afraid to put their bodies on the line and take a shot for the team.
Here's Diggins-Smith. Outside Vivians. Williams. Good. First shot, first basket.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's DeShields. Knocks it loose. Now Williams. Pass to Diggins-Smith. On with the ball. Yes, and it's Skylar Diggins-Smith with the assist that time.
You know, we don't talk enough about the touch of Hahn. Automatic around the bucket. She's more than tall. She's got great touch.
Here's Melbourne. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, they're shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Yeah, how do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss right now.
Outside Williams. Pass to Russell. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. Outside for Diggins-Smith. This one for 3. three. And the rebound goes to the Mystics.
On the glass so far, it hasn't even been close.
They're taking it to them. Feels like they've gotten every rebound.
Pass to Vivians. Williams. Picked by Russell. Trying her luck from deep. And pushing it up, here's Washington. Melbourne, good.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that coaches dream of.
Now here's Diggins Smith. Six on the shot clock. Off on the layup.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Mystics ahead, up by 15. We'll take a quick break and then get back to the action. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen the Mystics really take control here.
I love the effort on the glass right out of the gate from them.
And it takes effort from all 5 players to get a rebounding advantage like this.
Victoria Vivians on the wing. To the middle. Russell. And she lays it straight in.
Once Russell gets inside, it's already too late. She has a nice touch around the basket.
Well, Washington went 19-21 in the 2023 season, falling in the first round to the Liberty.
Yeah, getting swept by the eventual runner-up in New York. The Mystics going 19-20 in the expanded 40-game regular season. They ended up the 7th seed.
Here's Williams. No good on the triple.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
Gets it to go from downtown.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range. They're starting to heat up.
The defense has stepped slow. They've got to take away that airspace.
Outside Williams. Pulls up from the top of the key. Yes, on the jump shot. And they've built a very nice lead.
No signs of slowing down, at least as far as I can tell.
Stolen by Victoria Vivians. Second quarter, and we're a little over a minute and a half in. And there's the call on Young. That's foul number 2 for her.
That's her second foul, and the last thing she wants to do is pick up a 3rd foul here because it's just way too early in the game for that.
And out of bounds, the Mystics will take it.
The ball goes to Washington.
And Washington has possession. Walker Kimbrough with it. Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game. Reezy gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Such a pretty pass.
I don't have an exact number for you, but I can tell you we've seen it a lot. Okay, let's just say that. Strictly using assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
And Williams gets it to go. Now here's Breezy. She's got 11. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
At the offensive end, she's done as much as they could have hoped for today.
And here's Williams. She has 7. Seattle calls timeout. The Mystics making a switch here. Russell, Breezy covering. Now here's Russell, guarded closely. And a missed layup.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. And that's firmly in the driver's seat.
Rebounding, it's an effort stat. They've been the more determined team to this point.
Horston, no good. Pass to Melbourne. Shoots over Russell. And yes, she's got the English that time as it falls.
And she's definitely making her presence felt here in the first half. She has been just incredibly effective so far.
Now Hahn shoots the 3. Good, and it's Gabby Williams who picks up the assist.
They're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter. But still, they've got some ground to make up.
Here's Breezy. It's good for the 7th time this game, and she shot 7 and made 7. I think that's 100%. Outside Vivians, down low, on, and the Mystics on the break. It's Melbourne, and it's Seattle with the rebound.
Well, I mean, to me at least, Brian, it looked like it was going to be an easy 2 points there.
You're right, Tim, and she's got some angry words for herself after that miss.
From deep, Williams can't get it to go.
And the start of a new WNBA season is something we all look forward to, guys.
Yeah, even though we're in the beginning stages of this new season, I really like what I'm seeing so far from some of these teams.
Yeah, the interesting thing is, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It'll be interesting to see if the teams that have gotten off to hot starts, can they maintain that?
Outside Vivians.
Pass to Horston.
Williams.
Here's Horston.
She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Clock at 4. Let's go with a 3. Russell misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
Pass to Breezy.
5 to shoot.
Austin
shoots over Russell. And Washington again with the bucket.
Playing the big position. Shakira Austin has that shot as well, and it'll stretch the floor a little bit.
Now Williams. 7 points in the game. Pass to Russell. Trying to get back on track. Goes back up. And it's Williams laying it in.
She's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. She can bring them back into this.
And here's Washington. Breezy with it. She's got 18. Three-pointer, Jackie Young. Yes, it is. Good for basket number 4. She's now at 4 for 10.
The defense has not done a good job of getting after her because that's her second three-pointer this quarter.
Now here's Horston.
He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. For a 3, Victoria Vivians. Shoots and misses. 0 for 1 to begin the game. Right wing. It's Melbourne. No good from outside.
Well, after hitting those 2 3 balls in the first quarter, it looks like she's cooled down a bit here in the second.
To the paint. Here's Russell. Another shot. Count it.
She is a coach's dream, guys. Absolutely tireless. Never gives in. Never. Great offensive rebounder.
Jackie Young on the wing. Horston defending.
Here's Young. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. And she's hoisted up 11 so far.
And guys, in this quarter, she's improved on what was already a very good performance in the first period.
Back to Williams. Expanding her range. Score the bucket. She's made 5 so far, shooting a nifty 5 for 7.
And last year, the Storm missed the playoffs for the first time since 2015.
Yeah, well, it's tough when you lose arguably the best player in the league, as Breanna Stewart went to New York in free agency. So Seattle was just looking for an identity last year.
Pass to Hahn. Now here's Vivians. And here's Williams. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Sykes. That is her first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
It's Gabby Williams on the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Ogumake. And the shot goes in.
Relentless on the glass. Nneka Ogumake, a double-double threat every night.
And here's Breezy. She's got 18. Outside Young.
Agmagor grabs the miss.
Pass to Ogumake. The kick out to Williams. And the rebound goes to the Mystics. Here's Young. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick out the pass and get the assist.
Outside, Diggins Smith. That 3 off the mark.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
Yeah, she's going to force them to make some adjustments. That's her 4th triple of the half.
Pass to Magvigor. Now Ogumake, covered by DeShields. It's Gabby Williams on the wing. There's the 3. And that's collected by Diamond DeShields. So it's Washington now. Shoots from the corner. No points to be had here. Misses for the 5th time in 13 tries. Here's Diggins Smith. From the arc. No good. And through the first half of lopsided affair. The Mystics on top, running away with this one. And we will see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball in just a bit.
Make some noise and get ready for the big half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final 2 quarters. Now Breezy. Pass to Melbourne. Austin. Breezy with it. Takes the 3. She's still hot. That's basket number 9 out of 10 shots. 90% is an A in my book and anyone's book. Outside Whitcomb. Screen by Magbagor. Whitcomb misses.
Wide open misses like that can be confidence shakers.
Pass to Breezy. Outside Young. And it's off from 3-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
And she was all alone on that one.
The lefty knocks down the tray. Well, you know, Diggins Smith is a great driver of the ball, so defenders almost have to make a choice with her.
Here's Breezy. Through the net again. She's done that 10 times tonight, and she's only needed 11 shots to get there. And here are the Storm now.
And with how great she's been for over a decade now, it kind of feels like Nneka Ogwumike is underrated.
I agree with that 100%. I mean, she's finished top 10 in MVP voting the last 2 years. Is basically the textbook stretch big. And Nneka's done incredible work off the floor with the Players Association.
Outside Young. Storm with the rebound.
She has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it really hasn't affected the team that much.
Well, she's been reliable again today. They need her points, and she's providing them.
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over. Seattle with the ball. Pass to Magbagor. Now Ogwumike. That one goes. Count it.
Dominates the paint, game in and game out. Ogwumike is physical around the rim.
Here's Breezy. Chuck up 2 right there.
The defense pretty much helpless to stop that layup. Just too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Now here's Diggins Smith. Breezy covering. Outside Diggins Smith. Ogwumike. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
When it comes to Nneka Ogwumike, is it fair to say that she's one of the league's most reliable scorers?
Oh, no question. During her 15 seasons in the WNBA, she's averaged more than double-digit points per game every year, and there's no signs of slowing down anytime soon.
Jackie Young on the wing.
Whitcomb defending. Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And this is how you finish through contact. Young showing some strength.
And here are the Storm now. Pass to Ogwumike. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. And that's collected by Diamond DeShields.
Not her best performance scoring the ball thus far.
Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
Jordan Horston picks one up.
Wise beyond her years, DeShields plays with such savvy. The shot fake, baiting that defender.
First free throw is good.
Well, the Mystics joined the WNBA in year 2 of the league back in 1998, and they won their first title in 2019.
It took a long time, but it was well worth the wait. beating the Sun in a thrilling 5-game finals. That 2019 team setting a WNBA record with a 115 offensive rating. They went 26-8 in the regular season. And you think about the all-time teams in the history of this league, 2019 Washington, they're in the conversation.
And Tim, you talk about never giving up. Sammy Whitcomb graduated college in 2010, didn't make her W debut until 2017. That's perseverance.
Yeah, a 28-year-old rookie. Sammy never gave up on that dream of playing in the league. In college, you think about, her three-point shooting was good. It was 33%. But in the W, that number is about 37, 38%. And that improvement is why she has a spot here in the league.
Pass to Ogumake.
Here's Horston.
Ogumake sets a screen. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Diggins Smith. And the 3 ball is good.
The sweet lefty stroke of Skylar Diggins Smith. Can't let her get going from the corner.
Breezy with it. 25 points in the game. And another miss by Washington. Outside Diggins Smith. Pass to Magbagor. To the inside. And stolen by Diamond DeShields. And the Mystics on the break. Sykes with the bucket.
Gifted with some serious handles. Sykes is such a difficult matchup for defenders.
Now here's Diggins Smith. D right on her. And it's good. 2 points.
She is one of the best when it comes to making the sweep.
Sticks with the ball. Now here's Breezy. Sykes right side. Hits it from 3-point range.
Puts her awareness on full display. Sykes knew exactly how much time she had for the catch and shoot.
And here's Whitcomb. 8 points for her. Fires the 3. The rebound by DeShields. And they're on the break. Here's Dolson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Put herself in a great position to finish that break off.
Yeah, and that right there is just a great read of how the play was developing and where the ball was going.
Such high basketball IQ.
Ogumake outside. Outside Whitcomb. Shoots over Young. The Mystics pull it in.
She's having all sorts of problems with her shots.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
And she's still looking for her first triple of the second half. She had 3 at halftime.
Now here's Whitcomb. Breezy covering. Outside Diggins Smith. Pass to Ogumake. Here's the 3. Nice D from Diamond DeShields. Left side Young. The 3. Sinks the triple.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
And they're struggling to keep up.
But we'll see if they can turn things around on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Ogumake outside. The second chance effort. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
Attacking mindset, methodical in her approach. Ogumake is all about the grind. She doesn't let up easy.
And when you look at this Washington team, they hang their hat on defense. That's the priority.
Yeah, last year they were 4th in defensive rating. They have a great coaching staff that helps with scouting reports, defensive schemes that we'll see. And the Mystics do a great job, executing those scouting reports. Well, on the floor, Nneka Ogwumike can be so imposing. You know, she's got a clear height advantage over many players, and she knows how to fight for her shots.
From the top of the key, and Diggin Smith pulls it down.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Williams. Off target from three-point range. And here's Washington. It's Melbourne. And another three for Washington.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
Now here's Vivians. She's guarded closely, and that one's good on.
Some physicality from Hahn. Love seeing that.
And Washington has possession. On the wing, Diamond to Shields. Right block shot. And she can't bank that one in. Outside Vivians. Shoots over Walker Kimbrough. And that one's good. Vivians. Here's Breezy. 25 points in the game. And again, it's Washington converting. Here's Diggin Smith. Poked loose. Stolen by Breezy. From 17 feet out to the right wing. On the wing, Shatori Walker Kimbrough. Bangs home the trifecta.
Three-pointers are killing them, and they haven't been able to respond at the other ends.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, you know, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Hahn for 3. Drills it from outside.
Now that is how you space the floor. Hanju understands the value of long-range shooting.
Now Breezy. She's got 27. And here's Melbourne. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Washington.
Get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Mystics ahead, opening a huge gap. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter here on 2K Sports. Welcome back. Fourth quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. And here are the Storm now. Williams with it. Pass to Vivians. The 3. And it's Dolson with the rebound. Here's Van Loo. And I'll let you two take out your crystal balls here. What do you think is the next step for this league?
I just think everything gets bigger. We're talking ratings, attendance, interest. We're just now scratching the surface.
Absolutely, and we've seen massive growth the last few years, and to me, the WNBA, you know, this is not where it ends up. They're just getting started, and it's going to continue every year to get bigger and bigger.
And here's Washington. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Here's Van Loo. Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Dolson over Hahn. And it's Dolson missing. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Outside Williams. Tries a 3. And again, it's the Storm missing. Now here's Walker Kimbrough. She's covered by Mule. Dolson sets a screen. Out to the wing. Lets it fly from 18. And again, it's Washington converting.
Well, from this far out, it's easy money for Dolson, a fantastic shooter for a 5. She can even extend it out to three-point range.
Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6 for 3. Again, the miss by Gabby Williams.
Eventually, I think she'll start knocking those down again.
Dolson, she's covered by Hahn. Dolson in the post, Hahn on her.
Dolson's shot's good.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
They're losing the battle in the paint.
Outside Williams. Pass to Vivians. Good, and it's Gabby Williams who picks up the assist.
Well, that's an assertive 3 ball by Vivians. She really commits to her shot selection from beyond the arc.
Here's Van Loo.
Covered by Vivians. And here's Dolson. Over Hahn. And it's Dolson missing. Outside Vivians. Inside. And that one's good. Hahn.
When Shu gets rolling like this, it's huge for her team, and you expect them to try to keep facilitating her.
Here's Van Loo.
Here's Dolson. Hold the shot a little left, but the bounce goes her way.
We didn't see much from her the first half, but she's making up for lost time.
Up top, Mule. Covered by Walker.
Man, Dolson's pretty good, man.
Vivians for 3. And again, Seattle with the triple.
They've given up so many threes today.
Their defensive rotations on the perimeter have been abysmal.
Here's Van Loo.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Dolson.
Hahn grabs the miss.
Now here's Williams.
And you look at the ratings for women's basketball in general, and man, they're exploding.
Well, of course, Caitlin Clark and her team in college shattering records back in her college days. I think we'll continue to see that happen with W.
Dang, she going hard in the paint on that one. She
Most watched all time. So, yeah, it's an exciting time in the league.
That's a nice face model. Damn, she look good as hell. Damn. Who she play for? I need to find her.
Outside Vivians. Takes the 3. No good that time. So it's Washington now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Pass to Angsler.
Lets it go from deep.
McGregor grabs the miss.
Outside Vivians. Ogumake up top. Here's Williams. 6 on the shot clock. To the left wing. With her first shot attempt.
And it's Austin with the rebound.
And here's Washington.
Pass to Angsler.
Screen by Austin. To the middle. It's stolen by Ogumake. Here's Magbagor. Yes, and a nice assist from Neko Ogumake.
Well, look, one of the reasons they're trailing is because we haven't seen enough of that. She has to become a bigger part of her offense.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over. Now here's Breezy. Defense is right there.
Austin. Pass to Melbourne. Now Kone.
Up top, it's Austin. Shot to stop the drought. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, Austin there might have surprised the defense with the shot from beyond the arc. Usually not the bread and butter of her game.
Here's Magbagor. Ogumake. And foul called as she misses, and she's going to shoot 2 free throws.
In this league, Seattle has a strong argument.
Well, they've got 4 titles, which is tied for the most all time. And since their first title back in 2004, they've only missed the playoffs 3 times in 20 years.
So she picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And the last time the Mystics won a playoff series was in 2019 when they won it all.
Well, they got bounced in the opening round last year, which makes it 3 of the last 4 years where they've lost in the first round. The Mystics just haven't been able to replicate that 2019 run.
Outside Whitcomb. Picked by Ogumake. Now here's Whitcomb. Guarded by Young. Back to Ogumake. 6 to shoot. Pass to Diggins-Smith. Lets the 3 fly. And it's out of bounds to the Storm as Seattle retains possession. From deep 3-point range, and the rebound goes to the Mystics.
They've shown some strength in the paint. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, and that's putting it mildly, guys. They've been absolutely dominant.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here, late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
Pass to Horston.
She tries for 3. The 3-pointer is on target.
How about that? Responding to the 3-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's
Tim.
been a lot of fun to watch.
Now Melbourne. And a trend over the last few years, Brian, less players are going overseas to play during the offseason.
And that's great for the WNBA. Increased salaries have helped big time.
And with more players staying in the United States during the offseason, we don't see as many season-ending injuries that happen in the offseason away from the W.
A nice shot by Magbagor.
I like how Magbagor picks her spots on offense, knows when to look to score inside.
Breezy gets the bucket.
And really, guys, it's been an exceptional performance from her from the field.
And here are the Storm now. Pass to Whitcomb.
Horston with it.
From deep. That one is off. Young. Whitcomb defending. Now Breezy. Back to Young. Shoots over Whitcomb.
Horston with the rebound.
Pass to Ogumake. Now Whitcomb. Down low. Here's McGregor. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two.
Oh, with leg speed, a bounce to her step. McGregor is a tour de guard.
Well, one of the most improved players in the league, Ezi Magbagor.
Oh, remember, she was just 20 when she entered the WNBA. Most others are 22, 23. You even see some 24, 25-year-olds. So while she wasn't elite her first 2 years, she was the youngest player in the league. So we've seen the improvement, and now Ezi, she's one of the best defensive players in the game.
Both good at the line.
Really contributes to her team. Ezi, versatile on the floor.
And here's Young. Up top, Walker Kimbrough. Shoots over Whitcomb. She clings that one off the back iron, and it falls.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Ogumake, and she uses the glass on the layup.
I think Ogumake is just outplaying the defense. Even with the contact, she finds the finish inside.
Jackie Young on the wing.
Buries it from three-point range.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit. It's just to finish this one off.
Forced in the screen.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Sinks that one from the post.
This had come earlier. They might have been able to get back into it.
100%. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Yeah, where was this earlier?
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. From outside, off the mark. So it's the Mystics winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need home cooking, like, you're cooking from your mom, to feel at home. Just a masterful performance all around for them.
And that's a wrap, everyone.